Hello and welcome to Team 6's Band in a Box project. I'm Nick Moorbacher and the rest of my team includes Grant Garinger and Christopher Fleming. Today we are going to discuss the project that we're required to do, which is to pick a song and create 4 instruments, 1 wind, 1 string, 1 percussion, and 1 duplicate of another to play our song, Ode to Joy. Now, each instrument has to be capable of playing one section of each song, and the requirements for the instruments are they have to fit in a 2 by 2 by 2 box. You can use no more than 10 feet of pipe per team, as well as 6 feet of string per team. So other constraints are that each instrument can only cost $15, and there's a flat fee of $1 for painting your instruments, as well as other adhesives that are used as part of your materials shouldn't be included in the cost unless they're the majority of your project, like you make it out of duct tape or something. The instrument that I chose to design was a percussion instrument, and I'm designing a style of xylophone. It's going to be a cantilever support style xylophone with bolts running up through the supports on the bottom on one side to support the beam, and it's just going to be supported by the edge of an angle iron on the other side, and each support is going to have support at a calculated node. So the materials that I'm going to use are I have a sheet of 1/2-inch steel stock for the beams. I also have 1-inch angle iron. I'm going to be using welding rod, 1-inch long by 1/4-inch bolts, glue, an old t-shirt for the dampening effect on the beams, and a brass mallet to play it. Now, my estimated budget is $9.58, but that may vary based on the amount of material I actually use. So in order to calculate the frequencies of each bar, or rather the length of each bar based on the frequency of each note that I have to play in the song, I used my MATLAB programming to determine that. Since we already created the equations in another lab, I just essentially adapted it to fit this situation, and I was able to create a matrix to tell me how long to make each bar. Now, I also added a calculation to tell me the distance from the ends to create for each node on the bar to create the best sound. I also found a reference for the width of the bar, and the minimum recommended width is twice the thickness of the bar. And so if you reference my design in the PowerPoint slides, you can see that there's bars of different lengths, and each bar has a hole drilled in it for the bolt to go through to hold it to the angle iron. The angle iron will be welded, and it's a fairly compact project with an overall height of roughly like 1 3/4 inches by total length of 13 1/4 inches. The overall width is going to vary, but the maximum bar length is 198 millimeters, which that will be the longest part of my entire, or the longest width of my entire design. The narrowest width of my entire design being 145 roughly millimeters in width. So, thank you.
My name is Grant Garinger, and I will be doing my video portion. I came up with 2 designs because I wasn't for sure if one design would actually work in real world, so I have a backup to do as well. My first one is a string percussion hybrid instrument. I'm basing it off of the old antique door chimes in a way, but instead of a free swinging hammer, I will have control over it. The second one will utilize echo boxes that a hammer will strike the top of. The echo boxes will be made in varying sizes to produce the note needed. When not in use, the echo boxes will be able to be taken off the instrument and slid in the end of it for storage for travel and while not in use. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Chris Fleming, and I will be building the wind instrument for Team 6. Uh, the instrument will play Ode to Joy in the high range, and the instrument will be a two open-ended flute type instrument. This instrument can easily be built for under $15 and can easily fit in a 2 by 2 by 2 foot box. And I've also calculated out that the instrument will easily reach the high range notes. So the flute design will be a 15 3/4 inch PVC pipe with a 1 inch diameter. There will be 5 holes drilled into the top of the PVC, 4 note holes, and 1 hole to blow into. The materials I'll need are electrical tape, PVC pipe, sandpaper. I'll also need the following tools: drill bits, and a hacksaw. All this should cost about $6.39. Thank you. Have a good day.
At the end of our slides, we have a decision matrix we use to help us decide which instrument design to provide us with each voice level, high, medium, and low voice for each song. So please review those slides so you can see which factors we use to help us determine which instrument to pick for each voice. So in conclusion, all of our instruments will fit into the 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot box requirement. They will also meet the string length requirement and the pipe length requirement. And they should all play different parts of the song, and they should play them well. Hopefully, I guess that depends on the people playing them. So, thank you, and that concludes our presentation.